I hope that you are all very well, and of course that you have been studying, been doing your revision for your theory test. Now, as many of you will know, I'm here every Sunday, 5 p.m. for about half an hour, in which I will choose 25 questions and read them out, give you the answers, and give you a bit of information about it as well. Also, you may know that every week I give out a magic word. Today's magic word is green, the color green. I will ask this magic word later on at random throughout the video, and the first person, should I say, who comments with the word green will win access to our online course, The Psychology of Learning to Drive. So, are you ready for this mock test? Question number 1. What is likely to happen if you use a hands-free phone while you're driving? A. It will improve your safety. B. It will increase your concentration. C. It will reduce your view. Or D. It will divert your attention. Well, it's definitely not A and B. It will not improve your safety, and it will not increase your concentration. The correct answer is D. It will divert your attention. Question 2. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? A. Sound the horn. B. Use the mirrors. C. Select a higher gear. Or D. Flash the headlights. The correct answer, as I'm sure you're all aware of, is B. Use the mirrors. Question number 3. Where should you avoid overtaking? Is it A. Just after a bend? B. In a one-way street? C. On a 30-mile-per-hour road? Or D. Approaching a dip in the road? Well, it's definitely not B or C. So is it A or D? The correct answer is D. A says just after a bend. You should avoid overtaking just before a bend, but after the bend it should make no difference because you'll be able to assess whether the road is clear or not. Question 4. What does the term blind spot mean? A. An area covered by your right hand mirror. B. An area not covered by your headlights. C. An area covered by your left hand mirror. Or D. An area not visible to the driver. The correct answer is D. An area not visible to the driver, which is why when you're moving off, we always check over the right shoulder in the blind spot, because it's an area that you cannot see unless you move your body. You can't see it in front, and you can't see the blind spot by using the mirrors. The pillars of the car also act as blind spots, which is why at a junction you need to be prepared to move your body around so you can see around the pillars. Question number 5. What should you do when you park at night on a road that has a 40 mph speed limit? A. Park facing the traffic. B. Leave parking lights switched on. C. Leave dipped headlights switched on. Or D. Park near a street light. The correct answer is B. Leave parking lights on. Not the headlights, because if you put the dipped headlights on, when you come back you may get a flat battery. So it's always the parking lights which are the smaller version of the dipped headlights. Question number 6. You're waiting to emerge from a junction. The windscreen pillar is restricting your view. What should you particularly be aware of? A. Lorries. B. Motorcyclists. C. Buses. D. Coaches. A, C and D are all very large vehicles, and those vehicles, the pillars, those vehicles will be hard to hide behind the pillars, whereas motorcyclists and pedestrians, they can easily be hidden behind the pillars. So the correct answer is B, motorcyclists. So we need to be aware of this hazard and be aware that there is a possibility that a motorcycle can be approaching. Question 7. At an incident, a casualty is unconscious but breathing. When should you move them? A. When an ambulance is on its way. B. When bystanders tell you to move them. C. When there's a risk of further danger. Or D. When bystanders offer to help you. The correct answer is C. When there's a risk of further danger. We should always avoid moving an injured person because there's a risk that we may cause further injury. So avoid moving a person unless there's a risk of further danger to them. Question 8. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? A. Stop, apply the parking brake and then select the low gear. B. Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. C. Position your vehicle well to the left side of the road. Or D. Make sure you leave enough room for a vehicle behind. The correct answer is B. You want to check the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle so that you can go halfway and then make the necessary observations before completing the rest of the turn. If the central reservation is not wide enough, then you need to wait until both sides of the dual carriageway are clear before proceeding, so you do not force any of the drivers or riders to slow down, swerve or to stop. Question number 9. What colour follows the green signal at a puffin crossing? Is it A. Steady red, B. Flashing amber, C. Steady amber, or D. Flashing green? The correct answer is B. Steady red, B. Flashing amber, C. Steady amber, or D. Flashing amber, or D. Flashing green? Question number 10. What colour follows the green signal at a puffin crossing? Is it A. Steady red, B. Flashing amber, C. Steady amber, or D. Flashing green? The correct answer is C, steady amber. As a matter of fact, it makes no difference what type of crossing it is. If it's a puffin crossing or a pelican crossing or a toucan crossing, after the green, it is always steady amber. Even normal traffic lights, after green, it is always steady amber. After steady amber, the light will go to steady red. What is the magic word? Today's magic word, which I gave earlier on, the first person who comments with the magic word will win access to our online course, The Psychology of Learning to Drive. Congratulations to the lucky winner who got today's magic word correctly, which was green, even though it was written in red. You have won the access to our online course, The Psychology of Learning to Drive, and all you need to do is send an email to info@dtcuk.co to claim your prize. Everybody else, there is always next week, or alternatively, you can visit our website www.dtcuk.co, and you're most welcome to purchase The Psychology of Learning to Drive as well as other courses starting from £23.94. Let us carry on with the mock test now. Question number 10. What must you do when the amber light is flashing at a pelican crossing? A. Stop and wait for the green light. B. Stop and wait for the red light. C. Give way to pedestrians waiting to cross. Or D. Give way to pedestrians already on the crossing. Well, after flashing amber, the color is always red. So this eliminates A. So the correct answer would either be B, C, or D. The correct answer actually is D. Give way to pedestrians already on the crossing. If nobody is on the crossing, if the crossing is clear, then you may proceed through the flashing amber. Even if pedestrians are waiting to cross, if the lights are flashing amber and they have not stepped onto the crossing, then you are allowed to proceed through the flashing amber. Question 11. When may you stop on a motorway? A. If you have to read a map. B. When you're tired and need a rest. C. If your mobile phone rings. Or D. In an emergency or breakdown. Well, it doesn't look like A, because not many people read maps these days. We all have our sat-navs. The correct answer is D, in an emergency or breakdown. The hard shoulder should not be used if you're tired and you need a rest, and it should not be used to read a map or readjust your sat-nav or anything like that, or to answer the phone or to make phone calls. If you do need to do any of those things, then you need to leave the motorway at the next exit and pull up somewhere safely. Question 12. Your insurer will issue you with an insurance certificate. When must you produce this document for inspection? A. When making a sawn. B. When buying or selling a vehicle. C. When a police officer asks you for it. Or D. When your vehicle is having an MOT test. The correct answer is C, when a police officer asks you for it. And if you do not have it, then you are allowed to show the document at any police station of your choice within 7 days. Question 13. What is a statutory off-road notification? In other words, SON. A notification to tell DVSA that a vehicle doesn't have a current MOT. B, information kept by the police about the owner of a vehicle. C, a notification to tell DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road. Or D, information held by insurance companies to check that a vehicle is insured. Well, the statutory off-road notification is a notification to tell something. So it cannot be B and it cannot be D. So is it a notification to tell DVSA that a vehicle does not have a current MOT, or a notification to tell DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road? The correct answer is C, a notification to tell DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road, which is why it's called off-road notification. Question number 14. You've been involved in an argument that's made you feel angry. What should you do before starting your journey? A, open a window. B, turn on your radio. C, have an alcoholic drink. Or D, calm down. Well, I can tell you that it's not C, as drinking and driving is definitely out the window. Talking about the window, having the window open is not going to help. The correct answer is D. You must calm down before driving, before starting your journey. Question 15. What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? A, continue at the same speed. B, drive through quickly. C, sound the horn. Or D, slow down and get ready to stop. Well, I can tell you that it is not B and it is not C. So it's either A or D. The correct answer is D. Slow down and get ready to stop. At a zebra crossing, as a driver, we must give way to anybody on the crossing or waiting to cross the road. Question 16. What type of vehicle uses an amber flashing beacon on a dual carriageway? Is it A, an ambulance, B, a fire engine, C, a doctor on call, or D, a tractor? Well, I can tell you it's not A or B because both A and B uses a blue beacon. The correct answer is D, a tractor. Just for your information, a doctor on call would use a green flashing beacon. Question 17. What type of vehicle should you be ready to give way to as you approach this bridge? A, bicycles. B. Motorcycles, C. Buses, D. Cars. If you look carefully at the bridge, it's arched. The correct answer is C. Buses. And the reason for that is because buses are large, they are taller than bicycles, motorcycles and cars, and therefore they'll be approaching in the center of the road, as that's the point where the bridge is highest. Question number 18. For how long is a statutory off-road notification valid? Is it A, until the vehicle is taxed, sold or scrapped? B, until the vehicle is insured and MOT'd? C, until the vehicle is repaired or modified? Or D, until the vehicle is used on the road? The statutory off-road notification is a notification to the DVLA confirming that the vehicle is off the road. The correct answer is A, until the vehicle is taxed, which means that it's allowed to go on the road, taxed, sold or scrapped. Now, last week in our session, I had the answer as D, which was incorrect, and I do apologize to those people who ticked A and I mentioned it was D. So that was my fault. The correct answer to question 18 for this week is A, and for last week it was also A. Question number 19. What should the driver of the grey car be specially aware of? A, the uneven road surface. B, traffic following behind. C, doors opening on parked cars. Or D, empty parking spaces. The correct answer is C, doors opening on parked cars. When going through narrow road with parked cars, we should always be alert, watching out for drivers suddenly opening their doors and also watching out for children. We should basically look out. O-U-T. O, we should look over the vehicles. U, we should look under the vehicles and we may see tiny feet. And T, we should look through the vehicles, try to look through the windscreen and you may see something. You may see a driver sitting in the vehicle, which will give an indication that the vehicle may suddenly move off or the door may open, etc., etc. So look out. Over, under, through. Question 20. You need glasses to read a vehicle number plate at the required distance. When must you wear them? A, only in bad weather conditions. B, whenever you're driving. C, when you think it's necessary. Or D, only at night. The correct answer is B, whenever you're driving. If you need glasses to read a vehicle number plate, then it becomes part of your driving, it becomes part of a condition of your driving license. Your driving license will only be valid when you are wearing those glasses. If you are not wearing the glasses, then basically it is like you are driving without a driving license. Your driving license will not be valid unless you are wearing the glasses. Question number 21. So the last 5 questions left now. You're waiting at a T-junction. What should you do if a vehicle is coming from the right with its left indicator flashing? A. Pull out and accelerate hard. B. Pull out before the vehicle reaches the junction. C. Wait until the vehicle starts to turn in. Or D. Move out slowly. The correct answer is C. Wait until the vehicle starts to turn in. This is very important as the green vehicle, although it's indicating left, it may have no intention at all for turning left. It may have forgotten, the driver may have forgotten to switch off the indicator, or the driver may be planning to pull up on the left after the junction. Question 22. What does this sign mean? A. Tourist attraction. B. Level crossing. C. Beware of trains. D. Beware of trams. Well, I can tell you it is definitely not C or D, because the beware sign is a hazard warning triangle. So it's a red triangle. So anything in a red triangle would mean beware. So it's not C and it's not D. The correct answer is A, tourist attraction. All brown signs are tourist signs. Question 23. Which sign informs you that you're coming to a no-through road? The correct answer is A. A means no through road. B is a T junction with priority to the left. C, the sign means that there were 3 lanes and the right hand lane is going to be closed, so now there will only be 2 lanes. D is a motorway sign, meaning that the right hand lane is temporarily closed. Question 24. You're in the left hand lane at traffic lights, waiting to turn left. Which signal means you must wait? The correct answer is B. That means we must wait for the green signal to come on. A is a green light for everyone. So whether you're turning left, whether you're going straight on, or whether you're turning right, at traffic lights A, you may proceed. At C, again, it means that anyone going straight on, turning left, or turning right can proceed. At D, it means that only traffic turning left may proceed. So traffic going straight and traffic turning right must stop as they have the red light. At B, the next color, the red and the amber together, is indicating that the next color is going to be green. However, we must wait for the green signal before proceeding. Question 25, it's the last question of the day, so let's take our time and see if we can all get this correct. What information will be found in a triangular road sign? A. Road narrows. B. Keep left. C. Ahead only. D. Minimum speed. For your information, we should always look at the shape and the color of the road sign before actually looking what's in it. So anything in a red circle would be a negative sign, something we must not do. So if we saw a bicycle in a red circle, that would mean no cyclists. Anything in a blue circle is a positive sign, something we must do. So if we saw a bicycle in a blue circle, that would be cyclists only. Anything in a red triangle is a warning. So if we saw a bicycle in a red triangle, it will mean warning, be careful of cyclists. So the correct answer to 25 is A, road narrows. It cannot be B, keep left, because that would be in a blue circle. It cannot be C, ahead only. Again, that will be in a blue circle. And the minimum speed sign, again, is in a blue circle. So they're all in a blue circle, apart from road narrows. Well, that brings a theory test to a conclusion. I hope you've learned something valuable and also that you found it enjoyable. If so, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and also sharing it with somebody that may benefit from it. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and one of you for making the effort to turn up and watch this video. Thank you for your time.